Macy, welcome. Give this video a thumbs up. Let me pull up my main window here. Happy New Year's to you, Queen Bianca. Happy New Year and happy Independence Day to you, my fellow Haitian queen. Well, technically our Independence Day was on the 1st, but still. And it's midnight here, so it's technically the 3rd where I am, but still. We have a lot to talk about. A lot. Where are you from, Queen? Haiti. Of course, happy Haitian Independence Day. Girl, I had the best soup jumeau. Let me show you what I was just drinking my soup jumeau in. It's like this cute little cup that I drink my soup in. Doesn't matter what kind of soup it is, I drink it in this cup. I think it's so cute. My friend actually gave this to me. I like it when people think of me and they give me like cute little things like that. It means a lot to me. Okay, so we have a lot to talk about. I want to know why exactly. Hi and happy New Year's. Hi, welcome. Gab Talk Media, welcome. I want to know why exactly people are mad. I had 20 people come and dislike my video titled Black Love. There are 20 people who are that mad that I am promoting Black Love, that they came and they disliked the video. If you guys are watching this, give it a thumbs up. It already has 3 dislikes. That's why I'm not asleep. I'm here with you. Oh, thank you so much. I don't even know what is the issue with some of these people who just come to dislike my videos. 20 people who dislike my video titled Black Love. Why is it that people are so upset when we love ourselves and when we love each other, as opposed to us being violent with each other? Why is that? You never thought it was unusual that when you try to say something positive about your people, how odd it is that people will come just to dislike the video or will come to argue with you? I find it fascinating that I will have Motivational Monday videos. I will have Words of Wisdom Wednesdays, Financial Freedom Fridays. I will discuss some of the things affecting us in the Black community. But the minute, hold on guys, why is my screen looking kind of fuzzy? But the minute I say something that people might feel is direct to them, such as I had somebody comment under my last video titled Stop Dating American Men Part 2. And again, not all, because I know that there are good men out there who are educated, who don't cheat, who treat their women right. But I'm talking about the women who have been in my inbox, and I was talking about an article that I read. Now, this person commented. This person has been subscribed to me for 2 years and has never commented. But the minute you see something that you feel might be a personal attack on you, now you have time to participate in the engagements. Now all of a sudden you have time to leave a comment. When I won the contest, this person didn't have anything to say. When I did my Motivational Monday, Words of Wisdom Wednesdays, when I did my Don't Shop Here Black People series, when I was protesting in front of the nail salon in Brooklyn, things that affect us as a people. But when it's something that you feel is directed towards you, now all of a sudden you have time to comment. And whether you agree with what I'm saying or not, I can at least keep your comment up if you comment on other videos. But if you're only coming to attack me, if you're only coming to argue with me, if you're only coming to disrespect me, now this person was not disrespectful. They simply said that they disagreed, which is fine. You know, that's a respectful way to disagree. But I'm talking about other people who came under the post. If you never comment on under something and you're just lurking and all of a sudden you want to comment, I'm not going to leave your comment up. For what reason? Why? You have to participate in the other things as well. I have YouTubers such as A View is a View, Mike B80, Rambling Kai, Lady Nika, and the list goes on, Sean Bradley. And I may not personally sit and watch every one of their videos, but I let the computer run in the background because I know as YouTubers, we need that YouTube check. We need that engagement. Likes help us get recognized here on YouTube. Many of you are not doing anything except for causing strife, and you don't even see it in your behavior. Because if you were a positive person, you would comment under positive videos. I had 357 people participate in the engagement on my Instagram when it came to my opinion on the article of Stop Dating American Men. But I just posted something and I got 3 likes out of almost 2,000 followers I have on Instagram. This is exactly what I'm talking about when I say it's hard for me to take people's opinions seriously when they only pop up and they want to argue with you, but they don't support anything else you do. Such as I have a Black Love video that's up. I don't see anybody liking it. I don't see people commenting on that. Such as on Instagram. My Instagram story all day has been congratulating people on their engagements and on their weddings and highlighting the Black love in our community. Such as when I gave that brother a shout out in the video and I said, hey, listen, he has a PhD, he's educated, he doesn't have any kids. You know, if you're a good woman, go after him, inbox him, whatever. When I do good things, somehow it just goes over people's heads. Guys, by the way, you see my hair's out today? I decided to blow dry it today. I was in the mood to have my hair out for the new year. A View is a View. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Queen Bianca, Happy New Year. Welcome, Christina Small. Welcome. If you're watching this, give it a thumbs up. Outspoken One, welcome. Give it a thumbs up if you're watching. It's just people that are miserable that have been through hate while young, you know, and haven't found to love themselves. It's weird. I mean, the thumbs down is there, but just keep moving if you dislike. No, these people will subscribe just so that they can know when I'm going live to dislike my other videos. What? I have someone for the longest time who's just been following my YouTube videos just to dislike it. Do you know how much time you have to have on your hands? Hi, A View is a View. Okay, so we have some things to talk about. So there has been a petition for a YouTuber. You guys know that, what's his name? Derek Jackson. If you don't know him, he's a YouTuber who is very positive when it comes to Black women, when it comes to relationships and respecting Black women. And for some reason, people are trying to get this man's YouTube channel shut down. Of all the YouTube channels that are on YouTube, they're trying to get this man's YouTube channel shut down because he respects Black women, because he uplifts Black women. I don't know that person. Oh, you'll love his YouTube channel. If it is something that is positive, that puts Black people in a positive light, that puts Black women in a positive light, that shows, hey, listen, this is why you should respect Black women, people want to call him a simp. People want to call him a simp because he is putting positivity out there into the environment, because he is respecting Black women. What? Are you serious? Out of all the YouTube videos, and let me tell you something. There are YouTube videos where I see that Black men are saying Black women like thugs and Black women have too many kids. And, you know a lot of people have had problems with Tommy Sotomayor in the past. But you guys are trying to get Derek Jackson's channel shut down because he respects and he uplifts women. Really? The Unsane 187, welcome. Now that's the saddest thing I've heard this year. As if though somebody can't have a YouTube channel. Doesn't he have children? So you guys are going to shut down his source of income, and what is he supposed to do? Kingdom Paul, welcome. Hey, it's almost as if though some of these black YouTubers don't want black women to feel good about themselves. What's his name again? His name is Derek Jackson. When women speak of having standards and when women uplift each other, for some reason people don't like that. But when we're going at each other's necks, when we're screaming world star, when we're ripping out each other's edges, oh, they love that. Oh, they'll pull out their phones for that. Gossipers, hey gorgeous, I show you love when I can, just been busy lately. Oh, welcome Launchpad. Bianca, have you ever heard of a YouTuber named Sarah Lena? No. I watch a lot of black YouTubers, and Sarah Lena does not sound like a black YouTuber. If you notice the people I watch are black, that's their reasoning. Yeah. People, you ever notice people who make videos against him? Oh, he's a simp. So because somebody loves black women and respects black women, that means that he has to be a simp? Sarah Lena is black and she is dope, dope, dope. Oh, okay, I'll check her out. I know that people wanted me to make a video about this Zaza Ali woman because apparently, allegedly, she had scammed people out of their money. And I'm like, listen, you guys need to stop letting these pro-black YouTubers scam you, okay? I believe this is him, Queen Bianca. Wait, let me scroll up. Yep, that's him. Because he's explaining the games that men play. And for some reason, these men are upset because it's like, oh my gosh, he's showing our hand. Let me tell you something, okay? Even before, let's say we never knew about Derek Jackson's videos. Women know when something is amiss. When women are asking, why isn't he calling me? Why is he distant? Why hasn't he proposed? Women know when something is not right, okay? So she was probably going to leave you regardless. You don't have to blame Derek Jackson if you lost your woman on account of you think she discovered his YouTube channel and suddenly left you. That woman was probably going to leave you anyways. Women do not stay somewhere. They're simply not happy. And I really do enjoy his videos, such as when he says a man's mistreatment of a woman is a measure of his character and not her value. I enjoy those videos. He also has a video where he talks about the viral Christmas videos, and that reveals the low standards that woman has for her man because he thinks that because he pays bills, he doesn't have to get her a Christmas present. When he talks about if a man does not call you or text you, you're not a priority. Yeah, I don't listen to him either. However, I do see on YouTube that people are complaining about Tommy Sotomayor, so I did use him as an example. I couldn't find Jackson. Oh, Farrah linked it up above, so you can just go check it out. They think he's giving away all the secrets, kind of like Steve Harvey did. Steve Harvey did not give away any secrets, okay? It is no secret that you're not supposed to sleep with a man in a short amount of time. I'm still shocked when I come here on the internet and I see women are like, oh yeah, I love the Steve Harvey book, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. You really needed somebody to tell you that you're not supposed to sleep with a man quickly that you just met? Forget the whole thing, whether he called you back or not. What if this man is a serial killer? What if this man has STDs? What if this man has a family you don't know about? You don't think about all that? I want us to really think about what we know about somebody in a month's time that would make us feel comfortable enough to really want to sleep with them. Really? I did watch some of his stuff in the past, but ever since I heard he was trying to get... Oh yeah, he keeps saying Lovely T copied him. And that's one thing I don't like. There's enough YouTube for everybody, okay? There's enough YouTube for everybody. We need to stop trying to get people shut down. Oh yes, also with the whole chirp chirp thing about how a man is supposed to open doors for you. A man is always supposed to open a door for you. You needed somebody to tell you that in a book? Do you not have any fathers, uncles, grandfathers, or brothers that could have told you that? You needed a book to tell you this? Okay. Cookie Nicole, welcome. Cookie Nicole is so funny. Your name, I actually just had a chocolate chip cookie at Wendy's. And I like rarely go to Wendy's, but when I do, okay, the cookies, they were moist that day, all right? They were moist. I'm just putting it out there. I only do that for women I'm dating. Well, I wouldn't expect you to, you know, not do it for women you're dating. Wendy's sells cookies. They actually do sell cookies. They were pretty good, I'm not going to lie. I actually got into an argument with somebody because they said McDonald's has the best fries, and then I said KFC has the best fries. So yeah, but that's a whole nother subject for a whole nother day. McDonald's fries, salty as can all be, making me thirsty and whatnot. I love cookies. It's been my nickname since I was a child. That used to be my nickname from my mom. Okay, back on topic. I get easily distracted when it comes to food. So then, Bianca, I can't find him. Can someone write down his name, please? Farah, can you link make videos? And let me give you women some advice. If a man ever tells you that your standards are too high, it's simply because his quality of life is too low. He wants you to protect his pride and protect his ego from you not having to talk about the elephant in the room, which is his lack of manners, which is him not being where he's supposed to be in life. It's just a tip for you women. Sometimes I have held doors for random women just to be a gentleman, and they don't even say thank you. Oh, I've held doors for people before and they haven't said thank you. One time this blind man in Grand Central, he was walking, so I was like, oh, let me get the door for you, and people were walking through and I had to block the door. I'm like, I'm not holding the door for you, I'm holding it for the blind man. It's like, you so lazy you can't go through any of these other doors, and didn't even say thank you. Some people rude. One thing that I feel is so important is that you women, you need to make a list of the things that you want in life out of a man, okay? Your partner, some women don't mind dating men with kids. Some women, like me, if you have kids, keep that away from me, far away from me. Make a list of what you want in a man, okay? Because oftentimes, especially after I read this article, you will see that whoever it is that you're with at the moment, they don't even live up to those standards, okay? They literally don't even have one thing on your list, and yet you're with them. A lot of women don't know what they want till they get it. I feel like a majority of women actually do know what they want in life. The deal breakers, yes. I'm telling you, ladies, he doesn't want marriage, you got to go. He doesn't want kids, you got to go. He doesn't believe in being a provider, he has to go. He doesn't respect women, he has to go. He doesn't have a good relationship with his mother, he has to go. I'm not trying to deal with anybody who has any mommy issues, just like men don't want to deal with women who have daddy issues, okay? He doesn't have a good relationship with his family, okay, thank you. The insane, I get that a lot. You have to look for someone who has the similar values that you have. For example, unfortunately, I have observed in my many years of being here that it is very dangerous for black men here in America. Now, I don't know when I have kids if I'll have a girl or if I'll have a boy. But the fact that these cops target these black men here in America and the families almost never get justice. For me, it's heartbreaking. And I can't imagine having a child in an environment knowing that, remember, boys grow up to become men, knowing how America sees black men, knowing that they'll be happier and much more valued somewhere else. All these school shootings that are going on, you know how paranoid I would be if I was a parent and I had to send my child to high school right now? Do you know how paranoid I would be? You don't hear that happening anywhere else. Mental instability is at an all-time high. That's why whenever I date somebody, I always ask, where are you from? I don't care which Caribbean island it is, just as long as you're from a Caribbean island, so that there can at least be hope that one day we can move from here and go live over there. Okay? Move from here and go live over there. The Unsane, I actually made a video. I recorded a court show I was watching. I forgot the judge's name. But anywho, this woman was engaged to this man, nice guy. This is how nice, see, and I called her out. I said she's a hoe, okay? She's a hoe. This is how nice guys become bitter. What was her name? I think her name is Lauren Lake. I have the video here. It's titled Female Whores. How are you engaged and yet you're sleeping with other men, having threesomes with your homegirl's boyfriend, sleeping with these men that you've met at the club, and you're weeks away from getting married? Who does something like that? I call out females too, and then he said, well, I'ma still be there. Now that's simping, okay? That's simping. That is the real definition of simping, because if you put a ring on a woman's finger and she shows that she doesn't respect you, she doesn't respect herself, she doesn't respect the family you have together, because why bring a child into a dysfunctional situation where you don't know who the father is? You need to leave that woman alone. And there needs to stop being that safety net for women where, oh, if he signed the birth certificate, he's still the father and he has to pay child support. No. If that's not that man's child, he should not have to pay child support. And furthermore, I believe that a woman should be fined for emotional distress if she puts a man in that kind of situation. The Unsane, go ahead. I think the problem with people forming relationships is people are not looking for a connection. Yeah, that's another thing. Not just men, but I've noticed a lot of women here too want to sow their oats. And maybe it's just me, but I always knew from a young age there's nothing out there. But there are so many men and so many women who just want to be with as many people as possible. And it's like, dude, that's nasty, man. Again, you don't know if this person is crazy. You don't know if they're going to rob you. You don't know if they have STDs. You don't know what this person has going on with them. Am I the only person who thinks this way? And then, because men meet women like that, they start to think that all women are like that, okay? Then they become bitter and they become nasty. But quite frankly, I don't want a bitter man anyways. But at the same time, I do have to put some of the blame on these horrible women. But let me tell you, they say hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Hell hath no fury like a scorned man. Whenever a man becomes bitter, he wants to try to get back at that woman. And if he can't get back at that woman, he's going to make every woman thereafter pay for her mistakes. How many men out here have you seen who caught HIV and then they want to go give HIV to as many women as possible? Let me tell you something. A bitter man, it is something for you to fear greatly. Think about it like this. Men are stronger than us and typically faster than us. If for whatever reason you have to fight this man, you're going to lose. That's why I don't hang around bitter people, because it's like, listen, I don't know if you took your medication today. I don't know if you're in a good mood today. I I don't even hang around with anybody, okay? I have 148 cousins. I don't need friends for anything. I just keep to myself. Well, the insane, it's not just that. It's also a system of men having children with women, not sticking around to take care of these children. And then there are the irresponsible women, like that woman in the video I showed you, messing around with multiple men, having multiple children. I wouldn't even be around somebody like that because even listening to their situation for me, I feel like it just brings down my mood. Texarkana, welcome. Carlos Richards, welcome. You can't blame that all on the man. Females are out here being bad too. The insane, I just said, and then there are females like the one in the video who are out here messing around knowing that they have a whole family at home. Again, when I call out the females, I videotape these shows, somehow that just goes over everybody's head. Somebody take a picture of me and make this a meme, please. Okay, I'm just going to hold this pose for another second. Thank you. Make that a meme, please. Thanks for tuning in. You can show your support by pressing the like and subscribe button. Oh, thank you so much, Gap Talk Media. And when I hear women crying in my inbox, this one woman was with a man for 13 years. 13 years, first of all, is such a long time to be with somebody. And she said that he had every excuse in the book as to why he did not want to get married. He wasn't ready. He wasn't financially stable. Marriage is just a piece of paper. If you do not want to get married, why can't you just be honest and tell the person you don't want to get married? Why do you have to lie? And then, of course, they break up and then he gets with a younger woman and 6 months later they're married. Hey, Queen Bianca Brooks in chat. The insane, I can't repeat some of that. So I'm just going to nod my head and say okay because I read it. If you don't want something in life, you have to be honest with that person that you're with, that you don't want that you don't want marriage, that you don't want kids. America is the only place where men devalue marriage. Oh, it's just a piece of paper. Well, if that's the case, college is a piece of paper. The deed to your house is just a piece of paper. You don't hear people saying that for anything else that's important. But when it comes to marriage, it's just a piece of paper. There are men who have been with women for years, and they can't simply say, you know what, I don't want to get married. They're out here making excuses because they don't want to lose the woman. Selfish. But I have to put that on you too. Let me tell you something. It doesn't take a man 13 years to want to marry you. If you with a man for 2 or 3 years and he doesn't propose to you, you're probably not the one, boo. I'm sorry. Probably not, okay? Now, if you want to stick around 13 years and see if he proposes to you, I mean, hey, by all means, yeah, go ahead. Cookie Nicole, unfortunately, it's not. Welcome, Y Sims. That's why when I stumble upon certain YouTubers' videos and they're talking about how to play women, how to mess with women's emotions, let me tell you something, okay? If there's one thing that I've always known, all right? And trust me, you'll stumble upon the YouTube videos I'm talking about. This one YouTuber says that, oh, you have to give breadcrumbs here and there, but you can't let a woman know that you're fully into her. Let me tell you something. Every Cosmo magazine, every female book, everything that you've ever read has some very valuable advice in it. Because if a man likes you, he will call you, he will text you. I will not have women in my inbox talking about, oh, I haven't heard from him in 2 weeks. If a man doesn't call you in 2 weeks, he don't like you, okay? He's not that into you. I'm sorry. It's just, it is what it is. He will put a ring on it, exactly. Well, the insane, if that's how you feel about it. Too many women have low standards for men to get away with mediocrity and never step up. Exactly. I have men saying, "Oh yeah, I want a woman to build me up." Okay, yeah. If you want to be that stepping stone so that he steps on, so that you can build him up, so that he can get to the next woman. I mean, be my guest. Oh, do what you want. Omet fe nepotavle, okay? Omet fe nepotavle. That translates from you can do whatever you want. You can go and do whatever you want. Men here, they simply don't value those things. They really don't. They don't even value when you value yourself. I made a video about Brittany Renner. This girl has slept with 24 men at 24 years old. 24 men at 24 years old. This one guy's like, "Oh, well, I guess that's not bad." Not bad. Not bad. 24 men. 24 men. I mean, America makes it okay. I have a feather here. America makes it okay also for women to just be loose and to just ride men like a carousel or something. The insane marriage is more than just a piece of paper. You are the perfect example of when I say only American men say that. Guys, you have not seen not one Caribbean man who follows me come on here and say marriage is just a piece of paper. All of them love their lives. They love their wives. They love their children. Not one of my Caribbean female friends are complaining, "Oh, I have kids by this man and he doesn't want to get married." Not one. "Oh, I was with this man all this time and he doesn't want to get married." Not one. My friend's self-esteem is very low because she is letting a man use her knowingly, and I try to tell her how valuable she really is. But if she doesn't see it, it's really pointless. Yeah, honestly, I've been in that position where I've had to tell someone, "Hey, listen, he or she is not good for you." And people, I don't know, they don't listen. Where surprisingly, everything I say is very true, and I can foresee things like, not that it's not even a psychic thing. It's more of a, okay, this relationship that you have with this person didn't start off good, so it's not going to end good. They don't want to hear the truth. They really don't. They think that person's just going to turn around and love them. And it's like, oh, this is so sad. It's embarrassing. I mean, did you really expect things to be the same? The insane, actually, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Okay? I didn't think that we would come here to leave the obstacles back there just to come here and face more obstacles. No, I didn't think that. I mean, I'm fortunate, whereas New York City is like a melting pot. So there are like plenty of Caribbean people everywhere, but some people are not so fortunate where they live. It's like for them, the good guys are really the slim pickings. And let me tell you guys something, because a lot of you men seem to have this misunderstanding that because you are a law-abiding citizen that you're a good guy. If you are a law-abiding citizen, that simply means you're not a menace to society. And honestly, you're doing yourself a favor more than you're doing me a favor, because the justice system is unkind to black men here in America. Okay, so when some of you are in my comment section talking about, well, I've never been to jail and I'm not a thug, you think you're doing me any favors or you're doing yourself a favor? Let me tell you something. When it comes to values, when it comes to, okay, let's say, right, you're a good guy. If you're such a good guy and you know you don't want to marry that woman, why are you with her for 13 years? If you're a good guy, because a good guy would be honest and he would tell the truth from the beginning. He would say, hey, listen, I'm open to a relationship. Some of you, I guess you live together, but you don't want to be married. Why not be honest with her and at least let her make that choice instead of wasting that woman's time, her energy, her youth? Let me tell you something, ladies. Your youth is something you can't get back. A lot of you guys are playing a very, very dangerous game of wasting your time with these men in the hopes that they turn around and suddenly become the man that you want them to be. You're playing a very dangerous game, okay? A very dangerous game. And a woman should be perceptive enough to see he doesn't want to get married. That's true. But women being the more emotional sex, I feel like some women, they just can't see that. British chick, welcome. Oh, give this video a thumbs up. I have subscribers in Britain. That's great. Thanks. It is just so difficult for me sometimes to sit here and watch my American female friends struggle in the relationships that they're in when it's like you can simply just broaden your horizons. Like, honest to God, let's say that my family was just American and we weren't from the Caribbean. And I only had to choose from the men who were around me. I feel like I would be so distressed. I honestly do. I feel like women being abandoned by the men who are supposed to love, protect, and uplift them would make me feel distressed. It really would. So many are afraid to do that because they feel like half a man is better than no man. I'm so glad that I love myself and I know I'm beautiful and I don't have to sit here and engage in half of a man. Nobody wants half of a man. If that's the case, then you guys might as well be dating like a centaur or something from like a fairy tale. I watch you a lot. The situation is the same in the UK. Well, where exactly in the UK? I have no problem with loving and uplifting and protecting a woman if she's worth it. It's sad some of the things women will go through just for love or what they perceive as love. That's another thing. If you're a nice guy and you know that your friend is playing a girl, let me tell you something. I don't hang around hoes, okay? I know some women feel like what a woman does with her coochie is her business, and no. Because you are the company that you keep. I don't hang around women that play guys. I don't hang around women that mistreat men. I don't hang around women that have this ever so revolving door of men, because people will associate you with who you hang around. So if you're such a nice guy, why is it so mysteriously that all your friends have like all these baby mamas or they're players? You have to be more mindful of the company that you keep if you're a nice guy, okay? Right? When you love yourself, you're not going to let anybody mistreat you. I hear that. I hang around entrepreneurs. That's another thing. A lot of you guys, I don't know if anybody here has ever seen The House of Pain, but I think his name is CJ. He was still hanging around like his old high school friend, and he was involved in like some gambling stuff, and his wife told him, she's like, listen, your friend does not live his life on the straight and narrow. He does not live his life on the up and up. Nah, come on, he's cool. I knew him for a long time. Okay, let me tell you something. I had a guy who used to like me, and I even told him, I'm like, listen, your friends, and there are differences, okay? When I say a guy likes me, we were never together, okay? That just simply means he likes me. Many will like me and admire me. But I even told him, I'm like, listen, your friends are no good for you, okay? They're not doing anything with their lives. They are hanging around some very seedy people. Why do you even want to be around that? I ended up getting a call one day. This man ended up being Okay, so the car he was in, apparently it was stolen. The vehicle was stolen. Here in New York State, ignorance of the law will not get you off. So if you are in a stolen vehicle and the vehicle has drugs in it, even if it's not your drugs, and even if you're not the person who stole the vehicle, then you're going to have to do some time too. So now this guy ends up having to drop out of high school and everything. And I told him, I'm like, listen, I feel so sorry for you. And I will put your name in the prayer basket, okay, when that prayer basket comes around at church. But I cannot associate myself with you any longer, because I told you 3 years ago when you met these people that they are seedy, that there's this, like, I'm the type of person, like, I can come into a room and I can know that you were talking about me. Like, I have the gift of discernment. I know when somebody's not a good person. So you hanging around these people, it's not doing you any good. Now you went and you got yourself a record. You're not even the person who stole the car. The drugs weren't even yours. Now what are you going to do? He's just now getting his life together. He just got his GED like 2 years ago. His GED. I finished college and everything, and he just got his GED because his life was set back because he was hanging around these seedy people. And those are supposed to be your friends, right? Those are supposed to be your boys, right? Did your boys stand up for you in court and say that those aren't your drugs? Did they stand up for you in court and say that they're the ones who stole the vehicle and not you are the one who stole the vehicle? No. But those are your friends, right? You better be careful who you call your friends. That's why when people are like, who are your friends? I don't have any friends, okay? If anything, call my mother. Call my mother. My family loves me very much, and they'll always be there for me. Call my mother. Heidi Fly, MILF World, I just love you so much. Just stopping by to say hi. Happy New Year. Welcome, Heidi. I hope you liked the video. I love your intellect. Thank you so much. I knew this from a young age. I'm like, guys, you have to understand. And you know, his parents are from Barbados. Because remember, I told you, everybody I hang around with, they're all Caribbean. Do you know how hard it is when you live in the islands for you to even get a visa to come here? So now your family finally gets a visa so that they can come here, so that you can finish your studies, so that you can go to university and everything. And then what happens? You start hanging around some gangsters. And let me tell you something. He also, okay, his friend ended up being deported. He was not deported. I don't know why, but his friend ended up being deported. The reason that your family left Barbados is because there is no work where you are. They came here so that you can attend university because there are more opportunities here in America. For you to be such an idiot, to be around those people, what would possess you to even do those kinds of things? Yep, Queen has both. Heidi, MILF World, I'm so proud of her. Oh, thank you so much. The problem is that there is a big gender war here in the States. Power struggle shaking my head, which is a shame. I wish we could all learn to cooperate rather than dominate. Hugs to you. I wish that too. I'm going to make a point about what you said, The Unsane, because there's a movie with Vivica Fox. I think it's called Two Can Play That Game, if I'm not mistaken. Is that the name of the movie? I think that's the name. I saw it a long time ago, but I think that's the name. And, well, we'll talk about that. Let me finish my sentence on this. I know I'm jumping around a bit. So now you almost got deported, okay? I don't know why he did not get deported, but he did not. He's very, very lucky. You almost got deported. You almost lost your opportunity at a better life. I don't know why people think that they can hang around gangsters and nothing will come to them and nothing shall befall you from hanging around these people. That's why when I have these losers, these bums, these bottom barrel men come under my comment section like, oh, you like thugs. You don't know me, okay? I'm a punk, okay? I'm a real punk. I could never be around a thug. Because women who like thugs, they like the thrill of that whole ride or die thing. I panic very easily, okay? I panic very easily, okay? Let me tell you something. If it has to come between me and you, I'm going to choose myself because I love me, okay? I am not the kind of person to ride or die with, okay? You go get Sharkeisha from down the block, okay? My family did not survive under a dictatorship to come here for a better life just so that I can hang around with thugs, okay? I know better. I love myself. I value myself, and I always have. The Unsane 187, we're more traditional, so I will say yes. Exactly. I protect me first. That is so true. That whole, oh, I'm going to ride or die. I'm going to stick by you while you do illegal activities. I'm going to put money on your books when you go to jail. Why? Like, I look at some of these women like they're ill, like they're crazy. You're so right, Bianca. We can't squander opportunities. It can change your whole life path. Love you, Huggies. I'm leaving so she can talk. See you tomorrow when you go live, okay? The Unsane, let me tell you something. In the Caribbean, it's the complete opposite of here. Because you know what's the problem? Here in America, genders are under attack, okay? Because it's almost like a woman can do anything a man can do, and a man can do anything a woman can do. And now you have that whole gender neutral thing and that whole gender fluid thing. They don't do that in the Caribbean. If you a man, you a man. And if you a woman, you a woman. They don't do that. So as women, we understand that we have to do certain things. And as men, they understand they have to do certain things. Here it's not the case. Here it's like the man wants you to be his man too. Like what? What's going on here? And then you wonder why these women have masculine energy, because you're asking them to fulfill masculine roles. Doesn't that seem odd to you? I see videos of men saying that they should not compliment women because it validates them. Let me tell you something. If a woman is with a man and he does not compliment her, and then she suddenly becomes, obese, can you really be surprised? Even the poorest man living on a dirt road back home compliments women. Yes, gal, you're looking beautiful. Sexiness, gorgeous, empress. But for some reason, you men think that you're going to get somewhere by disrespecting women. You think you're going to get somewhere by not giving them any compliments. Like if you like something, and if the woman likes you back, because, some women don't like attention from men that they'll never give the time of day to. But if that's your lady, yeah, you're supposed to tell her that she looks nice. Hello, everyone in the chat. Oh my gosh, it's Boss Lady Lexi. She always sings in her intro, guys. So I've been working on my voice, okay? Just for you, Boss Lady Lexi. Make sure you guys go subscribe. Oh, let me make Boss Lady Lexi a moderator whenever you come in here so I can have an extra moderator. I just find it just so interesting, just the whole relationship dynamic up here. To be honest, there are issues with black males and black female relationships across the globe. They're just different. British chick, you're right. There are issues. However, the issues that we have up here are definitely not the issues that they have in the Caribbean. Hence the reason why you don't, like here you see an influx of black American men complaining about how women conduct themselves and they can't find a suitable mate. You don't see that there because the men there, they're the leaders. They're the head of the household. They wear the pants. And we as women, we understand that, okay? Our issues, okay, are with our corrupt politicians Like, for example, in Haiti, if you guys in Haiti, you'll see it right now. Streets to protest. Hey, what happened to all this money? You guys said you'd give us food. You guys said you'd give us clothes. You guys said you'd give us new homes. You guys said you'd give us schools. The issues that we have there are completely different than the issues we have here. People are really trying to survive. Here, it's like people just have just so much just spare time to make just frivolous videos. It's like, ugh. Can I be honest? Yes, sure. You can definitely be honest because opinions are welcome. Opinions are always welcome. You can be honest. While you're typing your response, let's talk. There is a serious gender war here between the black man and the black woman. I don't know if you guys ever saw the movie Two Can Play That Game. First of all, a relationship should not be a game. I'm the kind of person I just don't have the time in my life for games. I simply don't have it. Kiki Holly, welcome. Give this video a thumbs up if you're watching. I don't have time for games. It's either you like me or you don't. It's either you want to be here or you don't. I don't have time to play games with you. I stopped playing games when I stopped playing hopscotch. I stopped playing games, okay, when I stopped double dutching. I don't have time to play games with you. I agree. I take relationships seriously. That's why when let me tell you something, ladies. The best thing that you can do when you see a man is playing games is to just let him go. Many years ago, I told you guys about this one American guy who liked me, and we went on 2 dates. The first time we went to Applebee's, and I hate Applebee's, so I just knew we were doomed. I just knew we were doomed. They don't even properly cook the food. The first time we went to Applebee's, and I have free movie tickets because I'm a member of the Screen Actors Guild, so we saw the movie for free. The second time, we went to the movies in Times Square. They have a section where the AMC is right across from Chevy's, so he paid for the movie tickets, and then we went to go to Chevy's. This man's card was declined at Chevy's. So then I had to go and dig into my wallet. And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so embarrassed. And I was like, well, you're going to be even more embarrassed because I only have $20 and I have to take 5 of that because it costs $2.50 for a MetroCard each way. So I have $15. So what are you trying to do? He was like swiping different cards to see what worked and everything. That's never happened with me when I have been on a date with a Haitian man. I was so embarrassed. And I was just like, wow. But what was even more surprising, do you decide who gets SAG awards? Yes, I do. SAG sends me like these movies. Like I have a whole bunch of complimentary movies that they send me in the mail, and they also give us Netflix for free for 3 months so that basically we can watch it. So basically you guys are about to see me review a whole bunch of movies, and then I vote on the best actors and also the best, to me, like it might be like a comedy, like it's by category, so comedy, best drama, and things like that. So I'm gonna have a lot of movies to watch, but yeah, moving along. Anywho, this man actually thought that I owed him something because he took me to Applebee's and Chevy's. I've known you for 2 weeks. You can be crazy. Oh, well, any other girl I've been with hasn't made me wait this long. 2 weeks? I don't know if you're clean. You haven't gotten tested. You haven't shown me any papers to say that you're clean. What? You think I'm going to do anything with you? Now, this man ended up being, I told you, he ended up getting with this Latina like maybe within that same month, so a week or 2 afterwards, because he's like, oh, well, she don't want to give it up to me, so I'm going to get with somebody else. So he got with this Puerto Rican girl. This woman ended up, so he thought he hit the jackpot. He's like, yeah, I got a Latina, she's spicy. She ended up punching his nose, breaking the bridge of his nose, giving him a fat lip. If I did something like that, I would be in jail. You ever notice that some of these men let other races of women get away with things that they would never let you get away with? I would be in jail right now if I did something like that. Are you kidding me? I'd be behind bars. But when she does it, oh, it's sexy. Oh, she's exotic. Oh, she's a spicy Latina, so she can do that. Ends up having a child with this woman who never lets him see his kid. Now, he'll tell you that he's a nice guy, but I know otherwise, okay? I know that he was being very pushy because he paid for like a cheap Chevy's and Applebee's dinner. I know that he was telling me that my standards were too high when I knew from the gate they weren't. I just knew he was a bum. He sounds like a loser. Oh, he is a loser. These are the kinds of men that will tell you that, oh, I'm a nice guy. I guarantee you there is a woman in their lives who was perfectly suitable, but they didn't want to wait for her. And they want to claim that they're nice guys. A lot of you men, you're too hot in the pants. And a relationship shouldn't be that my phone decides to be on 20% at the most inconvenient, inopportune. Okay, let me put this here. Okay, I hope that this doesn't fall. I hope this doesn't slide forward because I don't have the time. Okay, let me see. Okay, I think you guys can see me just fine. I'm sure that if I spoke to one of your ex-girlfriends, these men complaining that, oh, I can't find a suitable mate, I'm sure that they'd have something to say about you. Not saying that you can't be a nice guy. I'm just saying. I find it very, very peculiar that everybody's claiming to be such a nice guy. There are videos claiming that, oh, if she doesn't sleep with you in 3 or 4 weeks, she must be sleeping with somebody else. Not that this woman loves herself and she values herself and she just doesn't know you like that and doesn't want to open her legs up to you. 3 dates. So in 3 dates, imagine a man's actually thinking that you haven't slept with him in 3 or 4 weeks and it's the end of the world. Are you serious? And if you really think that I'm messing with somebody else when I'm not even that kind of person, I don't even want you in my life anyways. And a lot of you women are allowing these men who do little to nothing to pressure you into doing what they want, yet you're not getting anything that you want. Back to the movie that I was talking about. You can play that game. So apparently, and let me pull up the Wikipedia plot of it too. So apparently in this movie, this man, it was Morris Chestnut and Vivica Fox, were playing games with each other. Who has time to play games? These are grown adults playing games. Let me show you, okay? Let me pull up the wiki. This came out in 2001. Vivica Fox looks so good in this movie. I really wish she did not have that plastic surgery. Okay, so Shantae Smith is a woman who gives advice on how to keep a man in check. Her ideals are challenged when her man, an attorney named Keith Fenton, threatens to stray. Okay, first of all, if you're with a man and he's like, oh, well, I haven't seen the movie in a long time, so I remember bits and pieces, but I don't remember the entire movie. Please forgive me. If a man threatens to stray, just let him go. Just let him go. What quality man you know is going to tell you if I don't get, I don't know. I don't even know what the situation was for him to threaten to stray. Oh, if I don't get if you don't give it up to me tonight, I'm going to cheat. Like, remember, Offset did that to Cardi B? There's no quality man that will do that to you. Just let him go. This whole playing games thing, I don't have time to play games. I don't have time for this. It is exhausting. And just go play it with somebody else. Just move from me. Remove yourself from my face, okay? So that's where she messed up right there. Smith is a well-educated woman who feels that when it comes to men and their tricks, she knows them all. Okay, if you with a man who is out here playing tricks, you shouldn't even be with that man to begin with, okay? I don't have time, especially if you are a woman in her late 30s or early. At what point do these games become just tiring for you? At what point is it like, I don't have time? If he doesn't want to be with you, cut him loose. Exactly. Let me continue reading the plot on Wikipedia. On the other hand, Shantae's boyfriend Keith is being led by his friend Tony, Anthony Anderson, who thinks he knows all the tricks that women play. That's also something else that men do. They go and they ask their stupid friends for advice. Stupid friend doesn't have a girlfriend. Stupid friend doesn't have a wife. Stupid friend doesn't have a fiance. But yet for some reason, this person is just so qualified to give you advice. Let's continue. How many of you men have become single by listening to your stupid, hating friends? Same thing with you women, and I feel like women have it worse. Because a lot of you women, you listen to your bitter friends. Girl, he ain't no good for you. You need to leave him. Don't let him. You go and you listen to your bitter friends who are single, who don't have a man, and then you end up single and lonely and without a man because you went and you listened to your friend. I'm not taking relationship advice from anybody who's not in a relationship themselves. What? Come on. When Shantae's boyfriend Keith is caught red-handed stepping out with a coworker, Shantae insinuates her 10-day plan to get her man in line. The battle soon begins, though at the conclusion of the movie, Shantae and Keith get back together. So you guys are playing all these games, and for what? There has been a gender war. What is that movie with Lynn Whitfield and Martin, what is it called? A Thin Line between love and hate. In the movie, she rejected him 3 times, and he pursued her. He just couldn't handle the rejection, lied to this woman, and told her that he loved her. Now, I'm not saying it's okay to be crazy, but if you play with a woman's emotions, knowing that women are emotional, it's kind of hard for me to feel sorry for you because you then put yourself in that position. This man, remember in the movie, Bobby Brown was in that movie. I don't know why Bobby Brown was in the movie. I guess he was like trying to be an actor back then. I don't know. Like, apparently Bobby Brown was hotter than fish grease back in the days, and for some reason he just keeps popping up in all these old movies that I'm watching. And his friends are like, oh, I bet you $20 that you can't hit that. You value women so little that you would put a bet on her honor, on her integrity. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. I'm telling you. That's why whenever these men are like, oh, she's crazy, she did this and she did that. Okay. Was she crazy before she met you? Or perhaps was it something that you did? Because in that case, I have to blame Martin for that. This woman rejected you 3 times. Then you lied and said that you loved her when you didn't. Who has time for that? The fact that this man actually took time out of his day to plot on this woman just so that he could have sex with her, so that he could feel better, that he's never been rejected by any woman, it's like, wow, people have a lot of spare time on their hands, like a lot. Just watch the ID channel and see, oh yeah, but hell hath no fury like a man scorned too. Hell hath no fury like a man scorned. That's why I have to sit here and I have to really give the side eye to men who are like, oh, she's crazy. And it's like, well, is she though? Like, sometimes a woman really is crazy, and then other times it's like, did you lie? Did you mistreat her? Did you take money from her? What exactly did you do? Let's talk about you for a second here. okay? What exactly did you do? That's when I take out my trusty pen and I start taking notes, and I'm just sitting there like a therapist, like, oh, yeah, I see, okay. What exactly did you do since this woman, according to you, is so crazy? You don't even want to be with somebody who plays all these games. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, you'll be so tired. You'll be so exhausted. You'll be so done. I'm exhausted, not even having gone through it, but having listened to these situations. Just listening to your situations makes me tired. And I feel like a lot of people who aren't worth a damn, they don't know that they're not worth a damn. Excuse my swearing. Like, they really don't know that. And I was even watching this one man's video, and he said, I can't say it out loud. Let me write it down. You know, I don't curse. This is what he said, okay? What straight man you know says this? The questionable behavior also with some of these men who are definitely DL is kind of like, yeah, you're not exactly making it easier to pick from you. Again, I know that there are educated men out there, educated American men out there, law-abiding citizens, love their women, respect their women. But like I said, the amount of complaints I'm getting, the amount of YouTube videos I'm seeing with women crying that a man has done them wrong, it's like, you need to give your brothers the message. You need to give your fellow brothers the message that there's a certain way to treat women. And if you are a woman and you have ever mistreated a man, then hey honey, what goes around comes around. I can only do so much for you. I'm here to defend the nice guys and the nice women of the world. I'm trying to find a way where you guys can find each other. That dude just needs to come on out the closet. I'm telling you. Because when I heard him say that, I was kind of concerned. I was like, straight men are not supposed to say that. Like, at all. Like, ever. Alright, guys. I'm about to end this video so that I can go have some soup because I'm starving. But now that I have your attention, I just want you guys to keep that in mind, okay? Keep in mind some of the things that I said. Oh, and most importantly, when I made my first video titled Stop Dating Black American Men, again, these people who have never commented on my channel before came under and they're like, oh, Caribbean men don't want you, which can't be the case because Caribbean men are the one who are looking my way, so that can't be the case. But the fact that these people will take time out of their days to try to make it seem as if though black women are not lovable, it's like you have too much time on your hands. Way too much time on your hands. And some women, they act self-esteem. That's why when some of these people come to my channel and they try to say, whatever, block, delete. That's it. You see me when I come on here, my hair is wrapped most of the time. I dress appropriately. I don't have to put my butt on a counter to get likes or anything because I know that I'm beautiful. I respect myself and I value myself. And when men see that you are that kind of woman who wraps her hair and who doesn't reveal herself and who respects herself, and they see these men who try to down on me, I don't know how to act. One of the most serious things that I saw on the internet was when Ciara was marrying Russell Wilson. It was like the revenge of the bottom barrel bums, okay? All these bottom barrel men, all these bitter men had something to say about Ciara marrying Russell Wilson. But when a woman dates a man, when a woman is childless, like when she met Future, or like when she was with 50 Cent, or like when she was with Amari Stoudemire, nobody had anything to say about, oh, you're too good for him. You have kids. I mean, you don't have kids, but he does. Just the negative energy that people put out there, seeing how happy Ciara and Russell Wilson are, it is so disturbing. Like, they're married now. There's nothing you can do about it. Let it go, okay? For some reason, you guys seem to think that, I don't know, if maybe you make these videos, the girl that played you in the past or the girl that never gave you the time of day is all of a sudden going to give you the time of day. That girl still don't want you. She still don't want to be with you. She's never going to call you. Stop being bitter, okay? Just watching all these bitter men online, it's just so disturbing. You're a very, very beautiful sister. Thank you very much. Alright guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you would like to donate to the show, here is the link to my PayPal. Also, if you are not following me on Instagram, please follow me on Instagram. And most importantly, I just made a post on Instagram. Please like this post because I find it so odd that my other post had so many likes and then this post all of a sudden only has 7 likes. I talk about stop dating Black American men, I get like 52 comments. I post this, I get 7 likes. What's going on here? So thank you so much for tuning in. Please make sure to go like that post. I really appreciate all you guys coming, and have a lovely night. And remember, be kind to one another.